The era of the kings has come. As the light of dawn rises over the city of Gilead, its chosen hero and his rallied forces gather to save Israel from their doom. The man appointed by the God Most High. The man that will determine all Israel's fate. Israel's first king. Rise, Saul, son of Kish! We are here before the Lord today to confirm the valiant Saul, son of Kish, as your new king, the first in Israel's line of royalty. As your final judge in the land of the days of Moses to the present, I have many words to speak to you now. Have I ever lied to you with my teaching?
No, Samuel.
Let the man speak. You have always been truthful to us, O Samuel.
Very well. Then may my speech merit the truth when I say that it was the Lord who appointed Moses and Aaron to bring our ancestors out of Egypt to the very soil on which we stand today. Yet the people forgot the Lord their God. So he, in his justice, raised up the Philistines and King Moab to fight against them, to judge them with wars and famine. The people cried out to the Lord their God and turned from their idols and Baals back to the true God, and there once again was peace. Yet we know the heart of man, and Israel sinned again and again. So God appointed judges to deliver them and call them back to repentance, back to peace. Judge after judge, our ancestors repented. Yet here on this day, rather than a judge you can ask for, you ask for a king. You ask for like the other nations, pagan and sinful in their ways. Do not be afraid. For if you people fear the Lord and serve your king and his commands, and your king obeys the commands of God, good, if these things are so. But if you do not fear the Lord your God, king and country all, the hand of the Most High will come down upon you, as in the days of old.
Pray for us, Samuel.
We will obey the Lord. We will uphold his holy commands. We will do these things steadfastly. I will ensure it.
Serve the Lord. Serve with all your hearts, and do not be afraid. I will teach you the ways that are good and right while I am still on this earth. For the sake of his great name, the Lord will not reject his people, because the Lord was pleased to make you his own. Expect discipline if you fail. Faithfully serve and obey. Remember what he has done for you. Yet if you persist in doing evil, remember what awaits you. Both you and your king will perish in wrath. These are the words from your final judge in the land of Israel. I hereby appoint Saul of Benjamin to the title of king.
Let the celebrations begin.
Yeah.
Do you think he'll be a good king, my father?
What is a good king, young Jonathan? What determines such a man? His height? His valor in battle? Perhaps the men he can rouse, or the progress he can muster for his nation. A good king can never compare to our one true king of all, our God, Yahweh. What makes a good king, Jonathan, is a man's heart. If a man is righteous and stands upright in the Lord, he will be blessed with a long and successful reign.
Thank you, Samuel. There has already been some unrest with the decision. Some look for his downfall already.
There will always be those looking to tear down others. As long as your father seeks the Lord's favor, nothing bad will happen to him. I will personally see to it. These badgers are the jealous type.
Thank you. How foolish in me to squander joy at this time. Let us enjoy the day, for it is the Lord's.
You have fought valiantly, O king of men.
Oh, I am honored to be chosen by you, O righteous Judge Samuel. Your wisdom never ceases its fount.
I'm an old man in my years. The people have chosen you. My time is past. My sons do not possess the ability to govern. They are far too reckless and rooted in their sinful rot.
Well, I am glad to see the light of peace returning into the land, even if it is a far flicker.
Expect my company in your courts all my remaining days. I will raise you up in my kingdom.
The people shout my name.
Saul, 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 Saul.
Feel the Spirit of the Lord upon me. Ah, yes, this will mark a new era for Israel. For my name. What more can a man gain in this life?
My king, my lord, messengers call from the borders of Bethel. War is spreading from your victory in Gilead.
Let me announce. Cease the revelry! Let my Hebrews hear! Oh, I was gladdened to fight alongside my brothers to save the city of Jabesh Gilead. And I am honored to serve you as your king. But I have grave news, a message biting. In our victory, we have made our enemies quake with fear. We have routed our neighbors. And the Philistines begin to march this way as we speak. Their soldiers are as numerous as the sand on the sea. My brothers, rouse yourselves once more! Oh, my heart and bones would be gladdened again to raise my sword, along with yours on that hot and sunshine plain. We will beat them headstrong! May the God of Israel deliver us from those devils that lay ahead. May the saying in the land be, Saul has killed our thousands!
Saul killed our thousands.
May my blade be quick, my mind doubly sharp. Woe to these newfound fears that grip me! eve of battle approaches us. Sharpen your blades, for we will be ready when we make that charge and make that holy offering to our Lord. If this Levite Samuel were here, we would have moved sooner. We await the Lord's due service.
My king, the men are fleeing. We cannot keep their terror contained.
They are no good to our ranks, then, good captain. We have a truer force here beside us.
I will do my best to hasten our efforts. Do your best to keep the men here. Jonathan, my son, go with Laish to those turncoats and reason with them.
Yes, father. Come, let us hurry.
Abner, my man at arms.
Yes, my king.
The scouts, have they any word of Samuel, the old man?
Negative, sir. They've seen no sign of our wise counselor all morning. We have searched the camp. There is not one Levitical priest to make for us the needed burnt offering.
It's been 7 days, has it not? I require him to ensure victory in battle. It made his mind is no longer on the edge. He knows what kind of thicket we're in. Our men are fleeing. Our weapons are better for farming than for fighting. And with Ammonites on one front and Philistines on the other.
Aye, our shadow darkens, yet we have hope. You heard our judge. The Lord is with us. You have taken these soldiers to the sea of polite and death for 2 years now, delivered them unscathed. You can inspire them once again.
You titled the old man a judge, when his day in the sun is all but over. I was given his word, and he hath left me in a pit.
There is light left in the day for such a venture.
Your light is fading fast, and the Philistines drive her nearer. Do you side with your deepest sins and fear that which is conquerable? Men of Israel, we are the chosen sons of the Lord our God. The chosen sons fit for the hacking of any pagan nation with the mouths to challenge us. Now I ask you to sharpen the sickle and the plow, but also your hearts and your minds. The offering of the Lord has been prepared. Let us light it along with our hearts. Pray with me, each one to themselves. Meditate on the Lord. Abner, your general, will lead you to your battle line. Go now. We have the Lord on our side, do we not? Fight for the God in which gives us strength.
You heard King Saul. March with me now. Let it be as swift as the beasts above. Ah!
My lord the king! Your counselor Samuel has arrived. He's coming up the bluff as we speak.
Oh, how can he be here now? What kind of timing is this? The man wants me to falter. Yes, that be the nail. Does he miss the taste of power? Or the altar of pride? Only time will tell revelation yet. Greetings, Samuel. I see you have finally graced us with your presence.
What is this smoke in the air above? What have you done? The burnt offerings for the priesthood. A task for such men as myself and the Levites.
You were not here.
Does that give you the right to overthrow the Lord's command?
When I saw the men were fleeing, and that you did not come at a set time, don't you know the Philistines have risen up against us and are close upon the outpost? I thought it wise to go into battle with the Lord's favor. I felt it in my heart.
Your heart has deceived you. You have done a foolish thing. You have sought your own favor, not the Lord's, and it will cost you ever so severely.
Oh, please. There must be some way to fix my actions.
Your line will not last. From this day, your line shall not endure.
But Jonathan, my son, he is a good man. Surely he will take after me.
Your line will not last. The eternal king will not be born from your blood. I also bring you a message from the Lord. Once the Philistines are rooted and pushed back, you are going to attack the city of the Amalekites. Wage war against them and completely wipe them out. They are to pay for what they did to the Israelites when they left Egypt. He is the Lord. Serve and obey his commands. It is your duty.
Oh, my friend, I will obey
Here he is, your grace. Hey guys, king of the Amalekites, and a cup to hail the day.
Ah, glory to our God! Give some to the men as well. They are thirsty.
Praise Yahweh! Might I drink to the great God of yours?
Silence, pig! You will learn what it means to be in the presence of our Lord.
Another victory for the Lord our God. I've been meaning to ask, dear cousin. What of Samuel?
What do you mean?
Word has spread that he visited you 3 months ago at the battle line of Philistine and Israel, right after we marched to fight.
Ah, trivial chatter doth reach every corner of the land, does it not? Ah, he was merely coming to uphold his promise to visit.
And?
And the proud priest humbled himself by allowing the king to perform Levitical offerings on the field of war. I am now ordained to perform such offerings.
I see. Well, glory to Yahweh. This matter can be looked back upon with joy, not sorrow.
I couldn't agree no more. Oh!
Lord, what has become of you?
Oh! I know not what earthly disease I falter from. Oh, my head throbs in pain. Oh, give me more wine with you, could you, with haste? A jar!
This disease I know not. However,
Oh, shut your mongrel mouth and stay silent!
My lord the king.
What of my company? Are they rejoicing over me?
Yes, of course, good King Saul. Victor of the Vial. The men of Crimea sang massacre to all Israel, shouting, Saul has slain hundreds. Saul has slain thousands.
Our tales we have spun over these years at war are rivaled by our great legends of old, are they not?
Certainly, my lord the king. Yet we are reaching quite a problem.
What is the matter?
The men are getting rather upset, you see, after fighting so long with so little food, having to burn and slaughter perfectly good cattle and sheep for no good reason. The men are beginning to lose respect for you, king. I did my best to seize them up, but they are conjuring the idea of raiding a nearby town of the Knights, only for the food and spoils they might find there.
Cannot the officers control them?
It looks unlikely, my king. We might have a bit of a frenzy the next time the men are called to war. They've been under the sun, your name air, so long.
Well, I suppose a few dozen animals could be used for food rather than kindling. And the like of wasting God's finest sheep and cattle for nothing. My new command is to save the best of the flock, to take back with us to Gilead. Turn, burn, and slaughter the bad, however. That may be the Lord's.
Oh, may your wisdom be praised among the greats along with your valor, good King Saul. I will send word to the others.
if it may please the king, for your sparing of my life, I offer you my forces from the land. Gold and silver are yours.
Why else do you think I spared you? You will serve my purpose in the land well. I desire a monument for my successes in the land of Israel.
Yes.
I'll use your fortune to provide me just that. The mountain of Carmel shall have my works done. A feat to stand tall.
A great choice of placement, O king.
Take him away.
Aye, Grace.
the toes. Ah, glory to our God. I have carried out the Lord's instructions.
What is this bleating of sheep in my ears? What is this lowing of cattle that I hear?
The men brought them back from the city of Amalek, the best sheep and cattle, to be sacrificed to the Lord your God. But we totally destroyed the rest, as you wished.
Enough! You tell me you spat in the face of the Lord's command?
I didn't see a reason to needlessly kill.
An order from the Lord is an order we must follow. Don't you know the Lord breathes air into all his creation daily? Has he not enough reason to take what's his back? Let me tell you what the Lord spoke to me last night.
Please go on. I am still a man.
Though you were once still small in your eyes, did you not become the head over the tribes of Israel? The Lord appointed you as king over Israel, and he sent you on a mission, saying, go and completely destroy those wicked people. Do not spare them. Wipe them out. Why did you not obey the Lord? Why did you pounce on the plunder and do evil in the eyes of the Lord?
But I did obey the Lord. I went on the mission the Lord assigned me. I went and killed all the Amalekites, wiped them out. I even brought back Agag, their king.
You spared their king? Does the Lord delight in burnt offerings and sacrifice as much as obedience? To obey is better than sacrifice, and to heed is better than the fat of rams. Because you have rejected the word of the Lord, he has rejected you as king.
Oh, no, don't, you can't. No. Oh, of all the bloody traps you set. I have sinned. I disobeyed the Lord and your commands. I was afraid of the people, and so I gave in to them. But please, come back with me and pray for me, so that I may worship the Lord.
I will not go back with you. Because you have rejected the word of the Lord, he has rejected you as king over Israel.
No, please, no!
The Lord has torn the kingdom from you today and given it to one of your neighbors, one better than you.
Please, you must forgive me. You cannot replace the Lord's anointing. But please honor me before the elders of the people and before Israel.
Go, worship the Lord. Bring me Agag, king of the Amalekites.
Noble and wise Samuel. Surely the bitterness of death is past.
As your sword has made women childless, so will your mother be childless among women.
No!
Your children awake, you return to the table. It is no good you seated alone in thought.
Must not repeat myself to you, women. The duties of a king never cease. Go on, leave me.
I worry about you, my love. You are not acting in good light.
I am the light of Israel. Without me, the people would falter. I must wisely rule over the others.
What are your ways, my king? The light? Our strength comes from the Lord and his ways alone.
Oh, silence, you simple woman! Understand that I have a duty to this nation and to our God. Leave me. Go on. fool as myself. Better be it that I have never married or borne child. I have no need for sons. They only now remind me of my ruin. If my line should end, so let it! I still may govern good and true. Maybe Samuel restores my line, and the kingdom is once again secure. Oh, but this new man the prophet ordains chills my bones. Sure to be a traitor, Samuel's raising up. One to overthrow me and all I've worked for. Ah! Oh, wherefore comes this newfound pain? My mind battles splinters and spears. When did sleep, a delightful gift, become poison, rot to my peace?
You requested my presence, sire?
Ah, yes, dear cousin. What of the root?
It appears all medicine has been tried to test your grace. Nothing new seems to be found.
Nothing but the simple companion of drunkards.
Aye, yet there has been thought. This is no ordinary matter. This is a harmful spirit from God, tormenting your mind.
Oh, what a pitiful thing for a king. What must be causing this, dear general? Have you any thoughts?
I cannot come to think of deeds done or actions you committed that you told me, Lord, no. I have heard that a liar may help your mind find peace. I brought one to your courts this very hour.
Bring him in. He may prove useful.
At your command. I'll also bring news from the front.
Oh, good. What news from the Philistine border?
In Soko there's a talk of a giant, an esteemed champion who proudly leads the Philistine encampment. Mount of man, 6 cubits in a span in height, from head to toe decked in bronze, with a spear in the appearance of a weaver's beam. In Judah we have a line drawn in the valley of Elah, awaiting their advance. Their armor is thick, and their heroes are great, but I believe we shall overthrow them.
As do I. In battle we must have the Lord on our side, or we will be defeated. I shall seek his blessing on this night.
It is well for me to do the same. This is the lad who may hope, from the tribe of Judah, David of Bethlehem.
I am honored to be in the presence of the Lord's anointed.
Ah, it is a pleasure to meet a commoner of Judah. I wouldn't be Christian to royalty as of yet. Play for me what you have there. Lyre, is it?
Yes, my king, I've played it for my God all my life. It's been passed down my ancestral line.
Let me hear what you bring.
Okay, here it goes. May it ail you.
Oh. 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 The spirit has left me. Oh. I feel anew. Oh, yes. Vigor warms as it courses through my perilous veins. Oh. Oh. You've made this old man shed a tear.
Mother, you are well.
Yes. The spirit has run, my children. I feel anew.
I am delighted, truly delighted.
Let the whole land rejoice, for our king is well.
Oh, this feels amazing. satisfy you once more. What is that terror-filling cry?
That is Goliath of Gath, my lord.
The great Philistine warrior.
Each morn, he along with his soldiers draw line for battle. They ask for a challenger to face them in combat, one-on-one. They ask for anyone mighty enough to approach. The Philistines will serve whoever defeats the giant. But if our man is defeated, we shall be in service of the Philistines, rather.
For the past 40 days, the man has built up this mountain for a call to action. None have shown the slightest way to courage. More was furthering lower by the passing of the sun.
This giant you speak of is none the more degenerate, similar to our deceased past foes. Ah, my blood yearns to go into battle. I mean first to draw my sword. Yet, I tell the tale of a wise warrior's tragedy. I am but too old to fight. My tales are worthy of spinning by fire, yet they shall not be acted upon. One of you is my chosen hero, my champion. Come forth, reveal yourself to me.
Our men, they are not led in this moment, my lord. Perhaps we should part below to the valley, where our armies meet. There are more of our finest troops there, my king.
Come, let us leave these sad women. We will march down the valley. Spread the word. The one who defeats the giant will be given great wealth, and my daughter's hand in marriage. Come, we will find our chosen hero elsewhere.
Why have you come out to draw up for battle? Am I not a Philistine? And are you not servants of Saul? Choose a man for yourselves, and let him come down to me. If he is able to fight with me and kill me, then we will be your servants. But if I prevail against him and kill him, then you shall be our servants and serve us. I defy the ranks of Israel on this day. Give me a man that we may fight together.
Who is this uncircumcised Philistine that he defy the armies of the living God?
Have you heard the announcement King Saul made to his encampment about this man? The man who kills a giant, who takes away Israel's reproach, will receive a great reward.
What will happen to the man that kills this Philistine?
The man who kills the giant will be given great wealth, and the king's daughter's hand in marriage. His father's house will be free in all Israel. So shall be done to the victor.
Then I will do it. I shall raise my sword this day and strike down their mighty giant.
You will raise your sword against Goliath of Gath?
If that is his name, so I shall.
Yay!
Yes.
My brother, why have you come down? And with whom have you left our fathers few sheep in the wilderness? You are tasked to tend to them. I know the presumption you made, and the evil of your heart, for you have come down to see the battle. Are you not impressed?
What Do you not hear what I said when I say for you again? I'm to fight their mighty giant and bring his head to my king, the Lord's anointed.
You?
My champion! Reveal yourself to me!
Let no man's heart fail because of him. Your servant will go and fight with this Philistine.
Oh, you cannot go to fight with him. You were but a youth, and this man of war from his youth. Mustn't I explain this to you all? Do not let this young man go to
Your
die.
servant used to tend sheep for his father. And when there came a lion or a bear that took a sheep from the flock, I'd go after it and strike it and deliver the sheep from its mouth. And if he rose against me, I'd trap him by his beard and strike him and kill him. Your servant has struck down lions and bears, and this uncircumcised Philistine will be like one of them, for he has defied the armies of the living God. The Lord that delivered me from the paw of the lion and the paw of the bear will deliver me from the hand of this Philistine.
Go, and the Lord be with you. My armor.
The Lord's personal armor and chainmail. Bear it well.
I cannot go with these. They have not been used. I'm equipped with all I need.
Well, may the Lord bless on the hairs of your head. Young man, all of Israel has his eye on you. Go, noble servant of mine. David, everyone!
That you come at me with sticks. They, the powers of Dagon, send forth you curses upon curses to your family, to your city, to your nation. The blood in your veins is corrupted by the great mother of the fish and sea. Come down to me, boy, and I will give your flesh to the birds of the air and the beasts of the field.
You come to me with sword, with spear, and with javelin. But I come to you in the name of the Lord of hosts, the God of the armies of Israel, whom you defied. This day the Lord has delivered you into my hand, and I will strike you and kill you. And I will give the dead bodies of the host of the Philistines to the birds of the air and the wild beasts of the earth, so that all the earth may know that there
raid. What of David, my servant? Could he be? He has the spirit of the Lord on him. He could be the man Samuel spoke of who will overthrow me. The people shout.
Saul slain of thousands, David is 10,000. Saul slain of thousands, David is 10,000.
What more can he have but the kingdom? My kingdom.
The people seem pleased with our new victor. Surely this David will raise the soldiers on the front.
Indeed he will.
And what of my sister? We shall be preparing a great celebration for their wedding.
Oh, of course. How silly of my musings to have forgotten. Let me announce!
Silence! King Saul has something to say.
David, my eldest daughter, Merab, is to be married to you. Only fight valiant for me, and fight all the Lord's battles on the front lines until the Philistines are no more. That was what we agreed to, was it not?
Who am I? Who are my relatives, my father's clan in Israel? That I may be son-in-law to the king. I am not worthy of this position. I decline.
Well, my eldest daughter shall be wed to one of my other noble servants. Oh, let the celebrations and a feast be made. Let the courts be filled with joy, laughter, and celebration. Woo!
Father, may I speak with you?
Of course you can, daughter of mine.
Father, I know your ways are wise and thought out, but I have a plea for you. Your servant David, I love him very much.
Aha! You also have found a liking to our shepherd boy.
Yes, I see how much you adore him, as do the people. What is your wisdom on this choice?
I think it a fine request, oh dearest daughter. If he is man enough to submit to my price, he shall have himself a bride. Oh yes, you shall now be my son-in-law.
What is this news, my king?
All will be revealed in due time. Await my servant Ziba. Come. Speak to David for me, and say, Behold, the king has delighted you, and all his servants love you. Now become the king's son-in-law. Good King Saul deserves no bride price except 100 foreskins of the Philistines to fight Saul's enemies.
I will do these things in your name, my king.
This shall have him fall by the hand of the Philistines. Surely, who can withstand 100 foes? What of the giant killer, David?
There's been word that he routed over 100 Philistines in his raids with a coastal wind's blow. After his triumph, he has killed 100 more.
200 Philistines.
Oh, sure, to be sure. He is a clever one. Though I do not believe this account. What man could possibly perform such a feat in so little a time?
He's heading to Gilgal this very hour, with him bearing the proof of the death he has dispatched.
then we await the arrival of a fraud.
What do you mean, sire?
I mean, David, that snake, is conspiring with the enemy. Oh, I know his ways of cunning and charm and deceit.
David, the man who killed Goliath, Philistia's hero, is now working alongside them?
I know how these pagan fellows work. Men of wicked hearts. Goliath was one of their kings, and David has replaced him. He's planning to overthrow Israel and deliver us to our neighbors.
He cannot be trusted.
Well, we must find him in Canaan before our secrets are revealed. Who knows what David heard during his time in Saul's court?
You truly believe this is the David who's earned himself?
We are a nation at war.
Oh, silence! We must take this fix with great care, for it is our duty to defend our nation. My servant David, who has learned much of our secret keepings, must be killed. I did not wish for this outcome, but counsel insists otherwise.
Your ways are wise, O king.
I cannot stand for this. Let not the king sin against his servant David, because he has not sinned against you, Father. For he took his life in his hands when he struck down the Philistines, and the Lord worked a great salvation for all Israel from it. You saw it, as did we all, and rejoiced, as we should have. Why then will you sin against innocent blood by killing David without a true and proven cause?
I am sorry, my son. For how could I be for so foolish? I swear to you, David will not be put to death.
Wise words. However, we must keep our eyes on him. For if at any point this young fellow were to falter, we'll nail him to wood.
Agreement could not bind our thoughts more. Scouts should be posted on the man, as well as Samuel.
It shall be done. I will report to you all we hear.
My lord the king! Your servant David, who's returned from the perils of war!
Bring in our champion. Let him find rest from that blood-embodied field.
Aye.
It's too good to see you, dear friend.
All's well. The Lord is delivering me once again from the enemy's grasp.
Is he Jordan? Bleh. Is your sword enchanted? Or Philistia made of reeds? Yet you live on, and unfaltering still.
Hail the king! The 100 men you have called for are defeated. I bring to you the remains of 100 more. The earth runs red with Philistine blood. If oceans and rivers could speak, we'd find them jealous. Praise the name of the Lord over heaven and earth.
Praise his name indeed, and praise the kingdom of Saul, for the day is ours. You have done well, my son. My daughter Michal is betrothed to you now.
My new brother. May all Israel rejoice on this eve, for it becomes a light to look back in darker days.
My captain, since your departure, my mind has twisted and splintered. Spirit has not left me since. I've had many a servant play me many a song, but nothing has changed. Might you be able to play for me once more?
David has traveled
I
all
would be
this-
honored to please the Lord's anointed.
A good lad playing for his king.
Ah, I have waited long to hear the melody that eases my pains. You are my most faithful servant.
He has gotten better!
Let us make another great feast. Serve the wine and drink.
Don't look so pale, Prince Jonathan. It was as if you had a spirit in you as well.
The day is quite merry indeed. All thanks to my son. Thank you, King David. So it is you. You are the one truly conspiring against me. Was it you who sent this harmful mind worm into our midst so you can get closer to me and my throne? On this day, you shall face the wrath of the king!
Oh, no!
You are full of the ancient dark sorcery that's been purged from Israel time and time again! You will not kill the Lord's anointed! You have betrayed us all! After him! You betrayed Israel! Have mercy on me, Lord. Forgive me.
What have we done?
Have mercy on your servant. Oh, please. Oh, David. I'm sorry.
Where was your word? Was it binded to the wind?
Oh, where was yours as my son? You all elevate the boy over me. Oh, your mother should be ashamed she ever brought you into this world. I know that you and all my children love that shepherd boy more than our own father.
How dare you accuse us of such dishonor?
Lies! You don't understand. This is all for you. I want this kingdom to be secure for you, my son.
A kingdom built off murder and deceit is not what I asked for. Not what Samuel asked for either. I know you have chased him out of this court, along with any who truly hold wisdom.
Jonathan! My son, come back! Come back, my son!
You must leave this place, my love. It is no longer safe.
I have a duty to serve my king and my wife and my dormant cow.
I've heard the reports. They're to come and find you any second as the morning sun rises. You are to be slain.
What will become of you?
Am I not the king's daughter? You won't touch a hair on my head. I'll tell him that you threatened me and run off in the night.
I shall go to the priest at Nob. If chance be had, I can hide myself among the priesthood.
The Lord will guide your steps. You must make haste. If you ever come back.
I know little of my return. It will be at opportune time. I love you. I promise you we shall embrace again.
May my love carry you over sand and stone, through darkness and light. Through there, find a heavy window. It will take you to safety.
Goodbye, my love.
You there, son of Jesse, stop! How about a fair fight?
Jonathan, I never thought I'd see you again. What have I done? What is my crime? Tell me, have I wronged your father? That he tries to kill me?
Never. You have served him well, yet his mind grows ever more diseased.
As surely as the Lord lives, there's just one step between me and death.
Let me guide you out of the city. Whatever you want me to do, I'll do for you.
Nay. You are to disassociate yourself from me. Remain here. I shall not return to this place. Tell your father that I request your permission to go to Bethlehem for an annual sacrifice of my clan. You will wonder whether I've flown. Or if I'm guilty, then kill me yourself. Why hand me to your father?
Never. I swear by the Lord, the God of Israel, that I will not side with my tyrant father, and do all in my power to quell his flames against you. May the Lord be with you as he has been with my father, and may he call David's enemies into account.
You are a dear brother, Jonathan.
The Lord is witness between you and me, and you your descendants and my descendants forever. Now go. The Lord will aid your lead. You will not falter. Go with the Lord's blessing.
This is where I saw the treasonous one David, my lord. He was with the priests.
A deed done for his lord deserves a tidy sum. Search around, men! Nothing unchecked.
Aye, your grace.
We are at your services, King Saul. What brings you to the priesthood of God?
Don't hide your quake and clamor from me, oh friend of mine. Listen here, son of a two.
Please, Lord.
Why have you conspired with David, my servant?
Something wrong here, Lord. Please, Lord.
I have heard of you giving him bread and a sword and inquiring of God for him, so that he lies in wait for me as he does today.
David has been here, as he usually visits. Who of all your servants is as loyal as the son of Jesse, the king's son-in-law, captain of your bodyguard? We here know nothing at all about this. Please don't blame your servant or any of his family.
Family? Your whole family shall surely die of intellect, starting with you.
Please, Lord, no!
Turn and strike the priests of the Lord. They too have sided with David. Come now, you faithless fowl.
Please, Lord.
Strike the priests. Do as I say. The Edomite shall dispatch my den. Turn and strike the priests.
Aye, Lord.
A wish fulfilled and a shekel earned. Yet this one's mine. No!
We must leave this place at once.
We have just entered these caves. Our people need rest.
The enemy has spies everywhere. We cannot stay put for more than a few days in safety.
We cannot continue to march from valley to valley. We'd be a target fit for slaughter in the open.
Silence. Our time for quarreling must end. If we're to be caught and quartered, let them come. We will fight to our last man. If we're to find shelter and rest, may our hearts be glad. For our hearts and swords are the Lord's, and this is his day. Aren't all hours, be it good or ill, the Lord's?
You have led us far, but are we then to sit still and wait till Saul finds us again?
In the past month, we were called to rescue the land of Keilah and rout the Philistines in the midst of our running. It was the Lord our God that inquired me to make these choices. I will wait for him to speak to me again.
Why then are we called to such a hole in the ground? Why are we here?
If David says to stay, then stay we shall.
Who are you? And why do you seek solitude in as wasteland as this?
I am Abathar, son of Ahimelech of the Levitical line. I come to you a fleeing enemy of the king.
As do we all. My memory rekindles. I saw your father Ahimelech a fortnight ago. Be it then he had clothes of less than terror, and a face of joy, not sorrow.
Yes, after you had left, the man of David, Edomite, came and reported your whereabouts to the king, of which he slaughtered everybody in the priesthood,
sheep, cattle, women, children. My father, over 2,000 were slain. I am the only one to escape unscathed.
That day when Doeg of Edom was there, I was sure he would tell King Saul. I am responsible for the death of your whole family. Stay with me. Do not be afraid. The man that wants to kill you is trying to kill me. You will be safe here. Bring our friend a blade.
Surely, if this man is fleeing, the eyes and ears of Saul are close behind. An army will be marching this way as we speak.
This is unlikely. With Saul's efforts in pursuing David, his absence in other parts of the kingdom have weakened. Philistines continue to march as hotly as the pagan kings of old. More soldiers pour into Israel by the day. If Saul desires to prevent another invasion, he'll have to deal with them first.
Do we speak of the same Saul who is seated on the throne?
Once again, we will inquire of the Lord. It is time we let our friend rest while I still can. Abathar has traveled far. You will find a room and rest. If you follow my officials, they will lead you. I take it now this council is over now. May the Lord watch over us all.
Ho! Listen! Reports have it that David and his rebels have encamped near this valley. We are weary and have traveled far. Yet, our efforts shall not be in vain. The righteous shall prevail. Now incline your hearts and listen, men of Benjamin. Will the son of Jesse give all of you fields and vineyards? Will he make all of you commanders of thousands and commanders of hundreds?
Search ye men of Israel. We will raid out this crag until our David is found.
Set up camp on the lower ridges, and to go into the caves to relieve myself.
Yes, my cousin, and king.
Ah, what a pitiful place. Why does your voice continue to flee from me, Lord? I only wish to inquire what move we shall make for the Lord's people. Do you desire this bone-burning rage within me? Where are you? Ah! Oh. Oh.
There he is, Captain. Our pursuers at our fingertips.
This is the day the Lord spoke of when he said, I will deliver our enemy into your hands.
Oh. It'll pass. It'll pass. You have left me, O God of Israel. Oh, I hate you! Ah! 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 Oh, curse you in the spirit that haunts me!
What has become of my father? His distraught strength among men.
You withheld your hand, sire. Why?
Have you any honor for your ordained one? The Lord forbid that I do such thing to my master, the Lord's anointed. I shall not lay a hand on my king. This corner of his robe is far enough already. I'm conscience-stricken for what I've done. Come, you must meet him in the light of day. My lord the king! Why do you listen when your men say, David is bent on harming you? This day the Lord has delivered you into my hand. Some urged me to kill you, but I spared you because you are the Lord's anointed. See, my father? Look to the corner of your robe. I've cut it off to show you that I'm not bent on harming you. But still, you seek to take my life. May the Lord judge between you and I, and may he avenge the wrongs that you have done to me.
Is that your voice that I hear, David, my son? I have treated you poorly. May the Lord reward you well for the way you spared me today. I know that you will be king, and that God will establish the kingdom of Israel in your hands. But swear to me, by the Lord, that you will not kill off my descendants or wipe out my name.
I give you my oath on these things.
Come, we must leave him be. We will march back home.
My lord, I bring urgent news.
Speak it aloud, for today cannot lose me any more honor.
My lord, shadows come over the land. Sire, the prophet Samuel is dead.
David! This reunion is unlike what I had planned.
The same can be said for your servant before you.
It is clear to me that you have found strength in God.
The Lord has given me the only strength that I've ever had.
Do not be afraid. My father, Saul, will not lay a hand on you. You will be king over Israel, and I will be second to you.
The king's mind is not well. I do not believe even he knows the actions next he will make.
My father has handed Michal over to another man. A fellow Benjamite from Galim.
Who have I left in this world, brother?
A friend. Do stay, David. I can do the best I can to keep you from the sword's edge.
We both know I cannot do that. The king, Saul, he's become too dangerous. I'm to march through the desert of Paran after we end our meeting.
Soon will be our day in the sun. I can feel its warmth upon my face as it draws ever closer.
Meanwhile, a great Philistine army prepares to plunder. Our weapons shall be tested once more. Do what you can to bring our father back to faith with the Lord. I will do what I can in Philistine territories to squander their numbers.
I worry that my father no longer knows the voice of the Lord, even if he heard it.
Worry not, brother, until our paths cross again.
That will be a great day indeed. Goodbye, David. I love you as my own life.
And to you the same.
Fly swift and fly far.
You have with me, Lord? Why do you keep me seated here on this throne of ashes and soot? Blow me away with the wind, with a chaff, why don't you? Or simply open up the earth and let my sins drag me down to the very depths of Sheol. Pin me with a Philistine spear, or simply scorch me with great hellish flame that was used to purge the evil of Gomorrah, a place I'm fit to rule.
Master? Your council desires a meeting.
What other have they but then words of praise, Ziba? They only desire their own selfish gain within my court.
They fear becoming Philistine advance, sire. The enemy is making moves to cut Israel in two. They're after your head!
Let him have it! It serves no purpose to me now. Oh, you spring sober thought to a drunken mind.
How shall we organize the troops, Lord?
Retreat! Retreat us till Gomorrah! Give them the land they desire.
Aye, my lord, though they will continue their advance.
I keep you for eyes, and eyes alone. But though, or a but, is not what a scribe is for.
Apologies, Lord.
If all my javelins weren't thrown at David, I would have pinned you with this light. Though, I do have one more task for you.
My ears are open to order.
Seek for me a sorcerer, a witch, an enchantress, one who is wise in the dark magic. Search for an inquiry of some kind. If the Lord doesn't answer me, I'll find some other worldly power to do so. Though Samuel and I have outlawed the practice, find me one still in business.
It shall be done, my king.
Are you a Philistine?
You there. Are you not the woman who dealt with our servant Ziba earlier?
You are not the well of which we had planned to meet.
I am the woman who you met and spoke to. There were many crude men marching throughout the land who had to hide. Philistines. They are marching through this place to get to Shenna. For a great battle is drawing near!
We are here on important business. We know the dangers as much as you.
And what brings you to my services?
I ask you to consult a spirit for us. Bring up the one I name. We will pay handsome.
Do you find me a foolish woman? Surely you know what King Saul has done. The king of Israel has banned the mediums and the spirits from the land. Why do you set a trap for my life to bring about my death?
As surely as the Lord lives, you will not be punished. I assure you.
Whom shall I bring up for you then?
Bring up Samuel, the prophet who's passed. Call me the prophet of the land, then. Your tidings have already been speculated, yet I sit enthroned.
I have not finished. There is to be a great slaughter of men. Tomorrow, the Lord will deliver Israel into the hands of the Philistines, and you and your son will dwell with me in death.
Oh, may my ears be liars, or your tongue found evil. This cannot be so. May your name stand accursed in time. So life gives way to death, so terror gives way to suffering. Oh, release me from this torment. Return to me! Oh, bring back the spirit of the old man!
Please, Lord, if you would. I cannot bring back the spirit of Samuel, because it was not I who brought him up from the grave.
Take your prize, however unworthy. Have I been found the fool of all? Though my light was fading, I stomped out any chance of spark. Yes, I prefer darkness. crawling hand and foot to find cliff, spike, and pit, deep in shadow. Hark! Where's the trumpet blown? Golden and proud. Only songs of mourning remain. That is all we now hear. All we now know.
My lord, you are greatly shaken. Please accept some food to get on your way. You have not had a meal in many nights.
I shall not eat. I've had enough strife for one man, Ziba. I have supped full.
King Saul, if you would, I have a fattened calf for you and your companion. Leave you here not without a meal.
The enemy marches ever closer. We must discuss the approaching battle.
What am I, Abner? What have I become?
You are our king, the Lord's anointed, sire.
We both know whereupon your Lord lies.
You are still my king, Israel's patriarch.
And what kind of king have I been to you, Abner? Have I been a good king?
Yes, I believe so, my lord.
Oh, where has my confidence flown, cousin? My feet, still they remain above the grave. Might my heart beaten beneath my bones be reaching its final appointed mark? And the rest of days rob me of my breath. To leave what? My bloodline? It weeps like grass on the housetop. It withers before it can grow up and blossom. The days of old have passed. The reaper has left its summer's harvest. Only winter's binder remains, reserved for the cords of my broken bonds. I saw him, Abner. I saw Samuel. By the conjuring of a necromancer. He told me. My days on this earth were all but over. I am to die, along with all my sons, by the coming Philistine advance.
Samuel rises again? The dead speak?
I tell you, I saw him. Ah! I cannot explain such fantastical things to you.
Demons are known to trick and twist the truths told by nature. Their visions cannot be concluded as formidable facts.
Yes, but I saw him. Oh, the enchantress, she ran and fled. Nothing like it had been seen in all her days. Whatever it was, it came from higher authorities present. I know it was the old man.
Then what of this news? I'm your high commander, your fearless general. I'm afraid of no such threats under my duty as your servant, my lord.
You are to flee on this eve. I want you on the bottom of this high hill by sunrise. You're kin alike. Please. Please, I order you to go down and never return. May you be ever dealt ever less severely than I.
I would go with you to the end, dear cousin. How do you say these things, dressed in such new appearance of fear?
It is a direct order.
Aye. Under the cover of darkness, my sons and I shall make our descent. May the Lord find his favor upon you in tomorrow's campaign. Goodbye, my lord. Till we meet again.
My sins are reserved for only myself. Farewell, Abner. Do act swiftly. But Abner,
Yes, my king.
thank you for it all.
Farewell, my lord. Until we meet again.
Until then, we shall not.
Philistines awaited them. Sometimes they were dead. There's no way out, Master.
design upon us. Oh, the wicked woman's words show true. Come now, boy. Run me through before these Philistine fellows come up here and grieve me with a painful death. Come now, you runs. Run me through before they get here. If your heart were as black as mine, you'd find it no difficulty. Oh, curse the day that finds me here, wounded and surrounded by my foes. I see no exit but the one fit for the unclean. Ah! The sun blinds me! I hunger for its leave! Witness your anointed, O Lord! And his untimely end! You nursed me, fed me, and made me into the king who stands before you! And now, you shall witness his will to demise! Ah! The voices! They've all been stopped! Can you hear them? Samuel! Jonathan, my son!
You dwell again with me, but with me you shall not stay.
What? There must be some mistake!
Here will come with the Saul.
I was the chosen one! I've seen it all before!
You there! Where you come from?
I escaped an Israelite camp.
What happened? Tell me.
The men fled from the battle on Gilboa. A great loss. Many of them fell and were slain. Saul and his son Jonathan are dead.
How do you know such tragic events?
I happened to be on Mount Gilboa. Saul was dying and he asked me to kill him, for he was still a few breaths from death. I stood beside him and killed the man, for I knew he could not survive. I took the crown off his head and the sword out of his hand and brought them here to my lord. Hail the new king!
Stop this speckled talk. Where are you from?
I am the son of a foreigner, an Amalekite.
Why weren't you afraid to strike down the Lord's anointed? Take him away. I shall deal with him later.
I thought I would please my new king!
From the blood of the slain to the flesh of the might, the bow of Jonathan did not turn back. The sword of Saul did not return unsatisfied. Saul and Jonathan, in life they were loved, and in death they were not parted. They were stronger than lions and swifter than eagles. Weep, O daughters of Israel, weep for Saul, for he clothed you in scarlet and finery. He adorned your garments with ornaments of gold. How the mighty have fallen in battle, how the mighty have fallen today.
What is to be done now, my captain, my king?
My king.
My king.
Though the day is dark, the Lord remains enthroned above. What can this man before you do or say to save himself? Say he. But I do know this, I will serve you all in Israel with my whole heart and whole strength. Starting first with our great God. I will speak to him and he will guide me. He will guide us all for it is our only true desire and hope for deliverance.